guys, how's it going? I thought I'd go with a little video today, change it up from the weekly kind of written blog post. Let's look at a couple film clips together today. Today we're going to look at RPOs. Probably, it's one of the biggest questions I get via emails. What do you do with RPOs? How do you run RPOs? What do you think about RPOs? So RPOs, we're talking run-pass options, where the QB is going to read the defense and decide whether to throw the ball or to give the ball on a run play or to run the ball himself, right? So really, this is the evolution of the zone read, and it's the evolution of the play action game. You know, we all used to run, back in the day, 10 years ago, we all used to run play action, but we were trying to get the exact same action that we're getting now with run pass options, but the difference was we didn't have the option to give the ball, right? So we always taught our linemen to keep your pads down. We're trying to manipulate second-level defenders to thinking it's a run play so we can throw the ball behind them, right? That's the point of a play action pass. What an RPO does is it takes advantage of the defense either way. So let's say, for example, here's West Virginia yesterday in a game against Texas Tech. They're in a trips right formation. Let's say we're going to run an RPO here on the backside. So let's say we're going to run zone right, okay, and run a slant behind it. Okay, we're going to run a slant with our X receiver, and we're going to run zone here with our running back. We're putting this defender in conflict already with the zone play, right? He has to decide whether he's going to come down the line of scrimmage or he's going to stay home in case the quarterback pulls the ball, right? Now, what a lot of teams will do, what a lot of defenses will do, is they will teach their safety or their linebacker on the zone play to stay home for that backside pull from the QB, right? So if the QB pulls the ball and it's around the backside, this linebacker will be waiting for him, or the safety is going to run the alley, and he's going to be waiting for him. What an RPO does is it takes advantage of the linebacker who wants to read the zone play. Okay, so let's say, for example, we run zone right here, and this backside inside linebacker decides he's going to chase, and then we tag a slant behind it. The QB, as he is faking the zone play, is going to eyeball this backer, and if this backer vacates, he's going to pull the ball and throw the slant right behind it because this zone's going to be wide open. Okay, so that's an example of how you can manipulate the defense with an RPO. That's a pretty simple one, right? That's zone tagged with a quick game route on the backside. Okay. But it's all about putting that second level defender in conflict. Now, that's not what West Virginia does here. What West Virginia does here is even better. So this is a play that I would put in this week. If you guys already have quick screen in your playbook, this is a great wrinkle that you can throw in this week and probably get some good chunk yardage out of it. All right, here's what we got going. We're going to run a quick screen out here. Okay, they're going to run a quick screen to the number 2 receiver, okay, to their H right here. So the Y is going to block most dangerous, which right now is probably number 31. And the Z is going to block most dangerous, which right now is probably number 17. Okay? The quarterback's eyes are going to read number 7. So we are putting this guy, this safety, in conflict right now. We are going to pair the quick screen with quarterback counter to the play side. Now here's the reason why. Think about this. So quarterback counter, what we're doing is we're pulling the guard. He's going to kick out the defensive end right here. The fullback is going to come up through the hole and lead on the inside backer, right? Which means who's supposed to make the tackle on this play, right? If we just run quarterback counter to this formation, we're counting that our Y can get down here and block number 7, but number 7 is going to run the alley, and he's going to be right there to make that tackle. We don't have a blocker for him other than this guy. So instead of blocking him, we're going to influence him with this screen, and then we're going to let the quarterback make the decision. So quick screen out here. QB's eyes are going to start right on this safety, and if this safety flies out to the quick screen, he's going to pull the ball and run the counter play. If the safety stays home, he is going to throw the quick screen. Okay, so watch the quarterback's eyes first as I play this. You can see right where he's looking. Very well coached, obviously. See his eyes right there? Okay, his eyes right now, he's not looking at the quick screen, right? His body's facing that, but his eyes are right here on number 7. And what he's waiting to see is what is number 7 going to do. And once number 7 declares I have the thing, he's going to make his decision. Okay? So again, we got the blocking scheme here, quarterback counter, here comes the guard, here comes the fullback. Watch number 7, watch what happens. So he flies out to cover that quick screen, right? He's got to go get number 25 right here on the quick screen. And by doing that, he is now out leveraged. Quarterback makes a decision, pulls the ball, runs behind his running back. There's number 7 chasing him, but he's out leveraged because he flew out to the quick screen. Okay, so one more time. QB eyes start on the defender that you want to influence. Start right here. when he sees number 7 fly out to the flats, he decides he's out leveraged, he's going to pull the ball and run that counter play. Okay? It's a great example of how to manipulate a second level defender. You don't even have to block that guy if you make him fly out toward the quick screen and then you make a good decision. But it's all really about this quarterback knowing who he is going to read and actually executing. Okay? So let's play it one more time here. So there we go. I would call that counter right quick screen or counter right H, right? So we're running an H quick screen over here, and we got counter or QB counter H coming right behind it, right? So I think if you got both those plays in your playbook, definitely put that wrinkle in this week. Pretty easy wrinkle to add if you already got quick screen. Now, later in the game, they minimize my screen here. Sorry about that. Later in the game, they ran this again. So here's the exact same play, exact same formation, kind of the exact same spot on the field, actually. But this time, the QB is going to throw the quick screen. Okay, so they got a little bit of a different alignment here, right? Now we're kind of 4-on-3 over here. So you might say initially, the quarterback isn't, we don't have numbers over here. It might line up better for the counter. But if he's taught well, his job is to read that whole defender. Okay, so right now they got a kind of a 4-1 box look. They got 4-on-3. So here's our whole defender right here. So the QB's eyes are going to start right on that whole defender. Okay, so look at his eyes. Okay, you see where he's staring? Again, he's looking here at this whole defender. Now, what does the whole defender do this time? He stays home, right? He doesn't react. He doesn't fly out to the flats. He's also looking at the quarterback. There's no vacating of this area, right? And because of that, QB pulls the ball, throws the quick screen, and we got a nice little gain. That's a gain of 4.5 yards right there, right? And that's just the simple quick screen that we all throw and that we all have in our arsenal. But again, it's all about the QB reading this guy. If this guy would have flown to the flats, watch the blocking scheme up front. Right? There's that quarterback counter again. But if this guy would have flown to the flats, the quarterback would have pulled the ball. He would have run the counter right behind his fullback here. Now, he probably could have done it anyway because the safety doesn't do a good job of filling the alley. But he's going through his reads. He's looking at the whole defender. If that guy flies, he's going to pull the ball and run the counter. If that guy stays home, he's going to throw the quick screen. Okay? And it really is that simple with an RPO. All right, so there's just a couple examples, and I'll show you more in the coming weeks. This is kind of fun. I like this. Finding some film clips and going through a few little wrinkles of spread systems. But there's a good way to pair a screen with a run play and take advantage of a second level defender.